Well, thank you, Madam Chair. And let me just say, today's agenda is really something. First, Republicans want us to vote on giving themselves a pat on the back for their big, ugly bill. You don't even use the bill's actual name in this resolution. Instead of calling it its actual title, which you named it the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, you're calling it the Working Families Tax Cuts Act, rebranding it because it's so unpopular. So let me give you guys a little bit of advice. If your bill is popular and helps people, you don't need to pass another measure to tell people how popular and great it is. You wouldn't need to rebrand it. You wouldn't need to tell people something works if it actually works. They would know. Second, we have the Fire Act, the Red Tape Act, and the Fences Act, all huge giveaways to big polluters so they can dump more toxins into our air and make people sicker. And then we have a Pfizer extension that Republicans don't even know if they can pass. So here's the point. I spent my time meeting with constituents over the last 2 weeks. I didn't buy a bubble wand in Disney World. I spent my time listening to people I work for. And you know what they said to me? They're asking, what the hell is wrong with Trump? He's obviously unwell. He's acting like a maniac. And my voters want to know why you guys are acting like everything is just normal. It's not normal, and you all know it. He is very obviously deeply unwell. There is something wrong with him. He's up past midnight attacking the Pope. He's posting pictures of himself as Jesus, and as a Catholic, I'm horrified by that. And I'm sick and tired of Republicans acting like everything is okay, because the people back home in my district and I think people all across the country think he's nuts. And they want to know when Republicans are going to grow a spine and stand up to this lunatic. We've been at war in Iran for a month and a half. Gas is way above $4 a gallon. The Epstein files are still being hidden. DHS is still shut down. Costs are skyrocketing. And the President of the United States isn't doing anything to solve any of that. He's posting pictures of himself as Jesus and saying he's going to commit war crimes. And this committee, the powerful House Rules Committee, which could meet to do something about any one of these issues, is passing a non-binding bill to congratulate Republicans for passing a bill they already passed. I mean, this is insane, Madam Chair. Take any one of these issues, the DHS shutdown, for example, and look at how it's impacting people. DHS is still shut down because Republicans are fighting with each other instead of working together to do their job. Mike Johnson had a perfect bipartisan deal hand-delivered to him and rejected it, only to reverse course and accept it. So why aren't we voting to reopen DHS today? Good question. Nobody knows. Apparently, Mike Johnson doesn't really even care because we're not even considering DHS legislation today in this committee. And Trump is now paying TSA workers anyway. Apparently, he believes that he could have paid TSA workers all along. So he withheld the pay because he wanted to use TSA workers as pawns. Kind of what a rotten thing to do. And again, this is just one of the many broken promises and betrayals from Trump and the Republicans in Congress. You guys promised lower prices on day one. Promise broken. Everything is more expensive. Rent, health care, groceries, gas. You guys promised to release the Epstein files. Promise broken. It's now been months and months since Democrats forced a vote to demand the release of the files, yet the administration continues to stonewall and protect pedophiles instead of prosecuting them. You guys promised no new wars. Promise way, way broken. We have now been at war with Iran for over a month and a half. 13 American service members are dead. Hundreds more are wounded. Thousands of civilians have been killed. And now get this, now we are blocking the Strait of Hormuz, the strait that Iran already blockaded. So we are blockading their blockade? How does that make any sense? Meanwhile, oil prices continue to soar. And higher oil prices mean higher gas prices, higher food prices, higher housing costs. It will drive everything up. Costs are going up and up because of Trump's war. And he is taking money out of the pockets of every single American family. And for what? So we can reopen a strait that was already open before the war started? I mean, what a disaster. Families are hurting, gas prices are digging into people's budgets, fertilizer prices are hurting farmers, Our troops are at risk. Our allies are abandoning us. Our adversaries are laughing at us. And Republicans' big plan for the week is passing a resolution to congratulate themselves for a bill they already passed last year. A big, ugly bill, by the way, that made a $1 trillion cut to Medicare and Medicaid, and a $200 billion cut to food assistance for seniors and kids, so they could give new tax breaks to multimillionaires and billionaires and giant corporations. That is what we get from Republicans every week in the Rules Committee. More broken promises, more betrayals, more fluff, while people back home are crying out for action. A reckoning is coming, Madam Chair, and for the people who are being hurt by the policies of this president and this Republican Congress, that reckoning cannot come soon enough. I yield back.